How's everyone doing today? I'm Carter Smith. I'm a freshman here at Stonehill. I am terribly sorry I didn't be at this gathering. I know it means a lot to everyone in the room. It means a lot to me. Mickey, I hope this means a lot to you. You've meant a lot to all of us. Gonna miss you this summer, but I'm currently in Columbus, Ohio, so I apologize for not being able to make it. Anyways, some of the questions I wanted to talk about, Mick, was one of them was how I first met you, my first impressions. And first time I met Mickey was at the Bible study, and I remember I got a student-to-student email urging me to go to it. And as a young freshman who's 13 hours away from his home, the first time in his life, I was reluctant to go out and talk to new people, and was pretty shy, and at the same time pretty wavering with a lot of things, one of them being my faith. I stood outside of the door to the Bible study for about 5 to 10 minutes debating whether or not to go in or not, because I was so nervous about meeting new people and questioning whether or not I wanted to go in or not, or if I just want to go back to my room and be by myself. But I ended up going in, and I met Mickey, and my first impressions were, man, this guy doesn't really look like the typical, what I would think of as a guy that's leading a Bible study. But once he told me he was from California, everything kind of made sense. But so as far as that go, I thought he was someone I could relate to right off the bat due to his calmness and just the way he communicated with us. It was from a athlete's perspective, which I also thought helped me a lot too. How has Mickey impacted my time here at Stonehill? Mickey has guided me through many things, faith, non-faith things. He has, helped me with the jitters of being a freshman and everything that comes along with that, and things of that nature. I remember we had lunch one time, and it was after the first time I'd gone back home. I came back and my homesickness was worse than ever, and he kind of calmed me down and talked me through it, helped me talk to God about it, and what God could be putting this in my life for, and all of that stuff. And it was extremely helpful. And as far as any other problems that I had, as a freshman, that Mickey was always a convenient outlet to ask questions for, that I felt comfortable talking to things that were more personal. So he was great for me in that way, and kind of guiding and helping me along in this pretty tough year as far as being a new kid in a new place. How has Mickey helped guide your relationship with Jesus? I think as far as Mickey's impact on me, helping me with my relationship with God is probably where he's helped me the most. As I said, like being homesick, being a freshman in college, faith was something I really needed, and something I was leaning on when I came out here, and he just kind of helped strengthen that right off the bat, and encouraged me to always get in my Bible. And the Bible studies I thought were always very, very relative to what was going on in my life, and I thought I could use them and use the scriptures to help myself in the situation I was in. And sorry, excuse me a second. I think one of the other great things was he helped answer tough questions I had. I think a lot of people, when they struggle with faith, it's because they don't have answers to certain questions, and he answered the ones that he could to the best of his abilities, and if not, he taught me and showed me how to better talk to God, and how to view it from a different perspective that might explain why I was going through a difficult time, or why something happened in my life the way it did. And that was obviously huge for me. and I'm very, very thankful for that. Along with this, he challenged me to once I had my feet on the ground to take steps forward with my relationship with God, not to just kind of settle with being comfortable in my relationship, but really taking that next step. Challenged me with activities and things just to think about, and different ways to read my Bible, and different ways to pray and things of that nature. Other books that weren't the Bible, that strengthened my faith. He got me into, and all of those are very beneficial and have absolutely enhanced my relationship with Christ and God, and I'm very thankful for that as well. And maybe the biggest thing that Mickey has done that's helped my relationship with God is he's kind of been a daily image of what I should strive to become. Obviously we have Christ, and there's many other people in my life that I think are good to follow. But as far as seeing someone on a daily basis who was very passionate with their faith, and was very leaned on his faith as much as I did, it was great to see how someone who had matured more in their faith than I had at the moment. It was very, very helpful for me to see him deal with certain things, and he's an athlete like myself. He could help show me how to relate God with sports, and tough with the ups and downs of sports and school and everything. And it wasn't like I had to get in a book and read a certain way, or someone else's take on something that kind of related but didn't relate to my exact issue. Instead, I had Mickey here, who I could see every day his progressions, and how he went about certain things, and how he went about handling difficult situations and new situations, and everything that a young kid who's trying to grow in his faith would need. And so I think about it on a daily basis. What would Mickey do? How would Mickey perceive this moment, this controversy? How would he handle this pressure or this doubt? And it definitely helps me push forward, helps me think or see things in a different way, and putting that all together just made me closer to God, and has absolutely enhanced the relationship I have with Him, and how I will live my life in the future. And I'm, as I think about it, just as far as how my freshman year is kind of wrapping up, Mickey may have been the most influential and important person that I've met here at Stonehill, and maybe that I'll ever meet here at Stonehill. He was instrumental in helping me with everything I've mentioned, and has given me values that are truly unmeasurable, and I'm very, very thankful for that, Mick. Also a pretty fun guy to hang out with, and look forward to seeing you as much as I can in the future, bud. Love you, bud.